You're listening to the December 22nd, 2017 reading of Blossom Goodchild's channeling with the Federation of Light.
Here we are then, the last chat of the year probably. After the last communication about the Pillars of Light and the stunning photograph, I wonder if you'd be kind enough to let us know what 2018 holds for us. 2018. That seems so very long ago, way back in 2012.
Greetings of good cheer to you, Blossom, and all. We believe there should be a ho-ho-ho to brighten one's day. Indeed, another break in the calendar that strikes up a chord, to bring on the beginnings of a new year, and with that, there is much to celebrate. For as the energy continues to amplify, so too does the manifestations of all that one's heart desires. Not only on a personal level shall one find that light is beaming through the being, yet on a global scale also, incredible changes are to be seen.
Such as
distortions of truth being exposed to the masses. Many of the ones of lesser light shall be cornered and brought to justice and be held accountable for their actions. As more and more is revealed of what has been going on behind the scenes, it shall lead to more and more being uncovered. We would say the biggest can of worms shall be opened. We have spoken before about how such matters shall shock the world, shock the soul. Yet they shall do so on a heart level. Therefore, it is wise to build one's strength of peace of mind, put it into play, and be of a disposition where one is immediately able to rise above that which is brought out into the open. As these surprises surprise, one shall find their souls in a place of, firstly, not being able to reason with all that has been brought to light. Yet, as it is absorbed and transmuted, one will know that these matters are now dying as they are revealed, and the new world of light is slowly shining through. Dearest souls, allow your hearts and minds to become full of light, full of love at all times, in all things. For that which lies ahead is to prepare you for all that is to come. Remain steadfast in your own truth. Over the years, we have talked many times about ways to bring oneself into the ultimate dream of themselves. There is nothing new to say regarding this, yet there is a step up within that self that can and will bring one's being into a place where a greater understanding assists the soul to remain in their truth, no matter what one is being fed by your media and social propaganda. Remember who you are, for then shall you feel the truth. So, we would predict that the world in which you live not only shall become more topsy-turvy in your following year, yet along with it shall be more energetically charged phenomenon that shall protect and guide you through. We would not think to leave you in the lurch, as you would say, especially at such crucial times. And dearest souls, the times ahead we would indeed term crucial. We have talked about a turning point. We have talked about a tipping point. Now we speak of the ultimate point, in which all that is revealed concerning shock, horror, there has to be the opposite end of the scale, whereupon the oohs and ahs of delight are also appearing and stunning one in love. Literally.
What do you mean, stunning one in love?
In that the balance of what is to come in love has to outweigh by far that which will wound the heart. We have been preparing for this. We have been preparing you for this.
People have been asking if the pillars of light you speak of are connected to what is talked about in ancient scriptures as a solar flash, which brings about much enlightenment. You have sort of spoken of an event that feels like it is one and the same. And now, with what you're saying today, may I ask if this is what is to come?
It has always been on the cards that this is to come, Blossom.
Yes, I know. The point being that this has been talked about year after year, and usually around this time. And here we all are, still waiting.
All good things come to those who wait, as the saying goes in your world. We speak little of time frames, for they do not serve. Yet we would pronounce the fact that indeed, yes, you are ever closer to such an event taking place.
Treading on dodgy turf here, guys. You know that, don't you? For soon is a naughty word.
That is why we were careful not to use it. Ever closer, ever closer.
Don't get me wrong, I was thrilled to see the pillars of light coming from the sun, and that has to mean something. Yet you spoke of them 6 years ago. To wait another 6 years for the next thrilling instalment isn't really worth mentioning right now. Take a tip from me. If an event is going to be that far away, I'd refrain from mentioning it until December 2024, or close to, if I were you.
We have learned to understand your humor.
Tinged with truth.
Dearest Blossom, dearest friends, we speak truth.
This I know. It's just that you don't wear watches or have clocks in your place of residence.
Let us be bold. The new year ahead takes you not just one step, yet many steps further into your new place of residence. All that is presented to you on the different scales cannot possibly leave you where you are. There is great change afoot.
I know I sound as if I'm having a go at you with everything you are saying. I don't mean to appear rude. Yet, I'm sure if I read back over the last 7 Christmas channelings, it would more or less say the same.
We understand, Blossom. Yet, with respect, we would not choose to change the record for the sake of knocking you flat with something new. We speak as we find. We know we speak truth, and we shall continue to say the same things over and over until the day arrives when a new record is played, because the old one has come about.
I'm trying to read into the fact that you said knocking you flat with something new. It took me back to the beginning of the week when I hit my head on a metal bar and it knocked me flat. Concussed for a few days. Is there a connection there? Probably not.
Or probably. There are not just wake-up calls for the soul. There are plenty designed for the body when it needs a jolt, to give it a service, so to speak.
Interesting. I shall consider myself well and truly serviced. I'm sure there's a rude joke in there which is totally inappropriate whilst communicating with light beings and talking of the wonders of the following year. Okay, so I'll stop interrupting with my "but you've already said all this again and again" and allow you to flow. What sort of information, for instance, will these pillars of light carry? Will they be an instant download?
The information these pillars contain and offer are knowings that are awakened inside of you. In a sense, as if a button has been pushed, and lo and behold, you know this and you know that. Not that you didn't know this and that before, yet it was waiting to be switched on in order for one to recognize it.
Knowings about what, though?
About self. And what way to continue along your journey. You will be divinely inspired and feel such exhilaration about your future days and your future selves. You will feel the unifying of souls, and where once there lay confusion and doubt, there will be direction and motivation. The energy that will come through even more strongly than now shall continue, will allow you to get it. We realize you would like to say, get what?
Well, I'm guessing that getting it is a feeling.
Correct, and perfectly placed in the conversation. More than anything, your feelings of love will be recognized in the higher vibration that they have aspired to. This more than anything is the change that you are searching for. Such love, on, of, in, as, through, its higher frequency, vibrates within, around you, of, as in, through you, in such a way that feels so good. Higher, better than ever felt.
It sounds so cool. Will we then be seeing more of these pillars of light throughout next year?
They will not be showering down upon you on a regular basis, yet they will be noticed. We say that without hindrance. There will not only be these such things, yet displays of colors.
Yes, you mentioned once before of seeing rainbows that would astound.
And they too shall appear. May we say here, these pillars of light, these rainbows, these cloud spectaculars, these light ships, these light displays, are not being presented to you in ways of compensation for that which has upset the being, in ways of atrocities being revealed, etc. They're being presented to you because you will have reached a certain vibration that allows these wonders to shine through.
So, food for thought. Will they only be seen by those who have brought themselves into that higher vibration?
We give varied answers here. For this may be the case with certain things, and yet other things will have an overall effect. We would say that there will still be at least one very interesting, mind-blowing presentation that will shift all.
Yet let us make this clear here. You cannot confirm it will be next year.
Let us say, we are very much hoping it will be.
And I shall reply, I very much hope you are right. Either way, my friends, I have to finish this chat by saying that without doubt, I can feel more than ever before the change in energy within me. The different way I feel, which is not easy to put into words. I just know I've changed and continue to do so. And although sometimes it feels really odd, and I'm neither here nor there, I do know it is connected with all you have shared with us about what we're going through and where we're going. For this, my gratitude is beyond words, yet trusting you feel it from my heart.
We pick up the energy of all hearts. This is why we are in such knowing of all that is good is to come to each one. You are of goodness. You are of light. You are of love.
I wouldn't imagine Santa swings by your way, yet it just seems the right thing to do to wish you a blessed Christmas time to you and yours.
We feel the blessings offered to us, and we in turn shower you with rainbow stars of peace that settle within and shine forth without.
In love to you. Many thanks, and look forward to resuming early sometime in the new year.